Hey Sainers, happy Friday and welcome back to the Saints TV YouTube channel. We had some further list updates yesterday and I just wanted to do a quick update on that and give a little bit of a breakdown on where the list is and the spots and the structure and all that sort of thing. I'm not a list boss by any means. I've actually just jumped into spreadsheets and done it up. So I think it's correct. I think it's pretty spot on. So we'll have a look at it shortly. But just to give you a quick wrap on the news from yesterday, Zach Jones and Ari Shawnmaker were not offered contracts for the 2026 season. We kind of knew that those two were a chance to not be offered a contract. It came as no great surprise. I think maybe Ari Shawnmaker's got some suitors in other AFL clubs, but obviously Zach Jones came into St Kilda in 2020. The end of 2019 when we picked up a number of other players. That was the last time we really splashed the cash and went crazy in the trade period, and he was part of it. And we thank them both for their journey in the red, white, and black. Unfortunately, it's come to an end, but one door closes, another one opens, and hopefully they both have something lined up. And all the best to them in their journey forward. From our side, this is what everything looks like in terms of the list. I think this is accurate. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, put it in the comments. But like I said, this is just kind of me trying to write it in the way that is easiest for me to understand and to break it down for you. So this is, I think, how everything looks at this point in time. So before we go through the full list, let's just go through the ins. Tom De Koning, free agency. Jack Silvani, free agency. Sam Flanders through trade. Liam Ryan through trade. And the outs, so that's four ins. And the outs, Jack Steele traded out. Max Heath traded out. McLennan delisted. Boyd delisted. Shawnmaker delisted. Jones delisted. Zane Cordy retired. Jimmy Webster retired. That is a total of 8 out. So this is how it looks at the moment. At least from my understanding of how AFL lists go. Liam O'Connell, Eamon Armstrong, Category B rookies. Max Hall, rookie. Anthony Caminiti, rookie. Cooper Sharman was elevated, I think, might have been last year with Max Heath, mind you. But obviously Max Heath is gone and Cooper Sharman is listed on the senior list here. I've also got, just to help you along the way, these are, I guess, their contracts and when they expire, just so you have a full understanding of not only who's on the list and the list spots, but also what their contracts are. So I know that can be hard to find sometimes in terms of accuracy, but this is what I've found, and this is what everything looks like at the moment. So hopefully it is helpful for you. That does leave us, so that's 2 in the Category A and Category B. That leaves 35 senior spots taken up. We'll work our way down. Obviously, this is the core of the team that we will be seeing for the most part of next season. The biggest contract out of all of them is Tom De Koning at 2033. Sam Flanders, 2031. Jack Silvani, 2030. Liam Ryan, I believe it's a 3-year deal with maybe a trigger for a 4th, so I've just put it at 2028. A lot in the 2027 bracket, and then some key signings like Darcy Wilson at the end of next season, which will be very interesting and a signature we will want to get. Dodson as well, 2026. So there's a couple there, a couple of youngsters that we're going to be looking at. And obviously, the man who has survived at this point in time, uncontracted, Ronnie Burns, not yet delisted, obviously not yet offered a contract. So he is the one right now that is in limbo and is unsure of what the future holds for him. But at this point, we can see a total of 39 spots have been taken up. Obviously, 44 is the max. I believe 38 is the max for the senior. And right now we've got 35. So I know that you have to take 3 in the draft, I believe. So trying to break it down, that probably means that, I mean, if we want to keep a spot for maybe the mid-season draft or something like that, some people have flagged that we might upgrade Anthony Caminiti into the seniors, which will put that up to 36, and that would count as one of the spots of the 3 in the draft. So say you get Kai Fincher, that'd be another one straight in here. That's 36. You upgrade Caminiti, 37. And then obviously that would take us to 41. You could potentially just re-rookie if they want to. If there's no one else in the draft, you could just then get Ronnie Burns back in on the rookie list, and then that would take us up again. So it just depends on what we want to do in terms of the draft, because we don't have any great collateral at the moment. It's like pick 50 and 63 or something like that. I should have put that here actually. But I'll flesh that out a bit more when it comes to the draft videos. But in a good spot to maneuver a couple of things. Obviously, Tex Wanganeen as well is the other one that people are talking about. I'm still not sure how committed we are in that situation. You know, I haven't really heard from the club or heard from anyone really outside of when that was flagged during the Nasaya saga, and we were clutching at straws to find reasons for him to stay. And one of them was obviously that we would give a list spot to Tex Wanganeen. So say we do that as well, that means we have a spot. So say, let's just put our thinking caps on. So say that's 35 right now. We upgrade Caminiti, takes us to 36. We get Fincher, that's 37. We could even draft someone else at 38. Then that would be 1. That would be 2. You could get Tex. That would take us to 2. That's 42. You could even get Ronnie Burns. And that would take us to 43. Which means there would be 1 spot left for maybe mid-season draft. Maybe. Unless I'm missing something, I feel like that could be possible. Yeah, that's the situation right now. The only player in limbo is Ronnie Burns. Everyone else is set. And it's just a matter of what we do in the draft and what we think we can do, you know. If we can get Fincher, and if we want to draft someone else potentially, but I just think we would definitely upgrade Caminiti and then potentially re-rookie Burns. If we want to, like, if push comes to shove, and, you know, that's the way it goes. But we would have, to me, it seems like we would have delisted him if we really wanted to. I think right now the club's sort of seeing what's possible in the draft and then might make a decision then for Ronnie Burns. And then we would be set. So yeah, I'm hoping that's a nice little breakdown for you to understand everything. And yeah, if you want a link to this spreadsheet, I can probably send it to you if you really want to delve in and have a look properly. And if there's any feedback on it, let me know as well. I can add some other details to it. Keep this as a running sheet for our list management. Just a spot to go to if you have any questions on what the contracts are, how many list spots we've got, who's on senior, rookie, all that sort of stuff. I'm looking to learn more in this situation as well. I'm not, like I said at the top, not a list manager. So this is all really exciting. And when you look at the list, there's a really good balance across the board. So I can't wait to get stuck into the predicted 23 videos for AFL and VFL. There's some quality in there. And only one player that's still waiting. So I'll leave it there, Sainers. Quick little video just to give you a breakdown on where the list is at. I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks again for tuning in during the week, and I'll see you next week. Take care, and as always, go you mighty Sainers. See you guys.